Hello.
What's up, dude?
You good?
It changed.
You good?
It's a remake.
You good?
I'm great.
You good?
Great.
Yeah.
You good?
Oh, he's not good. He just farted. Stomach hurt, Josh? Did you eat Burger King again?
Maybe it
No,
relieved him.
I'm never eating Burger King again, guys. I made a
Hello
mistake.
to the video people.
I ate Burger King. And we've discussed on this podcast before about how it's a sin to eat at that place, and I didn't listen. And I almost got mild food poisoning. It felt like food poisoning without the vomiting.
He sent us a weird picture in the group chat and said, "Trust me, guys, this tastes worse than it looks." I just saw a pile of fast food implements and it didn't resemble any piece of food.
White bacon.
But he kept eating it.
I ate one.
You know, Josh eats anything.
Not anymore.
Like that popcorn story.
Not
Has
anymore.
that got one?
That Burger King
Yeah.
changed me.
You probably would eat those pickles.
It turns out the Burger King pickle, it tastes awful, but it's what we're saving the sandwich. I couldn't eat the second when I took the pickle off. Oh, I dropped that. I took the
dropped that.
pickle off, and it was a mistake.
Why didn't you go back and tell him, hey, your burger's nasty. Give me another one.
I tried two, and they both were awful. And my friend had 2 chicken sandwiches, and those weren't much better. They were better, though. The fries taste like fish sticks. All around, it wasn't very good, except for the chocolate shake. Burger King has good chocolate shakes, but they're like $5, so it's not worth it.
No, man. You want a good shake, you got to go to, what's it, Freddy's?
That's
Was
even
it?
more expensive.
Yeah. No, it is. It's $9. But, man, when you see them put that piece of pumpkin pie in there, man, oh, man.
That sounds like Chick-fil-A, $17 for a meal that doesn't fill you up, and then your wallet goes missing.
Well, who would want to go to Chick-fil-A anyway?
That's Satan's cauliflower.
It is.
Nah, it's God's chicken.
No,
man.
no, it's
Yep.
not.
Satanic.
That's blasphemy.
cauliflower.
Nope, they got Sundays
It's proof
off.
that cauliflower is
Oh,
like,
wow. They got
nasty.
Sundays off. We're Christians now. So do all the Mormons.
Mormons are pretty Christian sometimes.
Mormons, if you listen, become Christian.
Love
Cool.
you.
Well, anyways, it's been a good old 16 days since we gave you a podcast. Well, at the time of this recording, so 2 weeks. By the time this comes out, it'll be 18, almost 3 weeks. 2.5 weeks. Yeah, we redid everything. We got a new logo.
Our
We
table's
got our
brown.
video working. We remodeled the studio, guys. Pretty epic, I think. You tell us what you think. Why are we all looking up?
There's a door.
I'm just looking at the light. And the door
Guys.
is right here behind
There's
me.
a door right
Everyone
now.
about to
just
open it,
looked
see if I can
up
walk out of it.
immediately, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, we got.
Yeah, I was
we
going to
changed
see
the
if I could
lights.
walk out.
Yeah.
We got cords.
Hey, y'all, check out Josh's shirt.
Yeah.
For
Did
the
he
new
show it off?
opening. I got my Hawaiian
Orange
shirt on.
Hawaiian shirt, yeah.
Yeah, but that looks more like a, what do you call it?
Man, these are Hawaiian flowers on my shirt.
Yeah, but they're like
they called?
dark and gray. So that's like when you're going to, when somebody dies, what's that called?
A funeral?
Yeah, that's a funeral Hawaiian shirt right there, Josh.
What? My gray flowers?
What?
Yeah,
are
they're like
orange
gray
shirt
and black.
and red.
And blue.
Yeah, see, that's all death, man.
Man,
Blue?
this is what they wear to Hawaii.
Blue's the color of water.
I see darkness. I see gray. I see black.
It's a really
The shirt's
dark blue.
orange. You imagine? You wear that to a funeral, you get kicked
Well, that's
out.
why I said it's a funeral Hawaiian shirt. If you take it to a funeral, they will understand. It's a Hawaiian shirt, so it's got to be bright.
They'll
But then it's got all the dark
They'll
flowers.
understand. It's a bright
Yes.
orange shirt.
With dark flowers.
Nah, man.
It's a nice shirt, Josh. Giving you a hard time, man.
It's
Y'all
my
can't
favorite
see
shirt.
it. Go to our YouTube channel, Just Winging It. There's another YouTube channel where these guys are eating chicken wings, and they actually made their name with intentionality. I just threw it up there, and I think they had their channel first before the podcast too, so I feel kind of bad.
Avocado.
Never watched any of their videos.
Nick Avocado.
They just seem more thoughtful to me. So
He's a pretty cool dude.
I don't know.
Who, the
But you'll
avocado?
find our
Yeah.
podcast.
Do you know who that is?
No idea.
Mukbang YouTuber. And then he kind of lost himself in the mukbangs. And I was trying to get his life back on track.
What's mukbang?
You eat a lot of food. Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
You disagree?
I got lost in the conversation, dude. Like 5 minutes ago.
Before the podcast started. Well, anyways, guys, what's new over the last month? Josh?
Oh, I thought you were talking to them.
No, they can't talk.
Guys,
This is a recording.
I'm engaged. Yep.
Oh.
Whoa. See,
Whoa,
that's not being dramatic.
Josh.
We're going to edit a ring onto my finger.
Dude, wait a minute. You're not the girl.
Oh.
Are you?
You never know.
Josh.
That
That's
changed,
nice.
guys. Guys, I changed my gender over the last month.
Actually,
Don't
would
doubt it, man.
Would it be worse? Would it be worse though if the girl like proposed to the guy like that?
That happened in the movie.
That's pretty embarrassing, man.
It's a really cool movie. The movie where the dude, he's in like the Coast Guard, and he like his wife proposed to him, but he's a really cool dude because he saved a lot of lives, but he couldn't propose. I don't know if you guys know the movie.
Sounds like a man without a backbone.
He goes and saves a whole bunch of people.
That-
and
A
shit,
guy
might
with like
redeem
half the
him.
amount of testosterone.
but then he gained it all when
He's
he saved the
missing-
people on the ship.
Huh?
Nothing. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, a guy with half of testosterone, man. He ain't got the courage to go and ask the woman.
I need coffee.
Yeah, me too.
I drank some this morning, but I'm dying.
I'm dying to.
Guys, I'm sorry.
Guess who was caffeine free today? Your boy. These people
Little
who said I had an
Joshy.
addiction. I never had an addiction.
Caffeine free.
They're all like, I need coffee. No, you don't need it. You think you need it.
I honestly don't need coffee. I'm just saying it'd be helpful to get the mood of the podcast up.
Oh no, I need coffee. I don't care what Josh says. I need.
You're gonna drink coffee,
coffee.
and go to sleep.
Yes.
That's the problem here.
I do that all the time.
That's not
All
good.
the time.
That ain't good.
I like
No.
a good.
Especially
sip of
like
water.
when you're gonna take a nap, drink some coffee,
Oh, well,
take a
yeah.
nap, wake up. You wake up like,
nappuccino.
man, you got all kinds of energy.
No,
man.
that's legit. But
No, but even to sleep, because it relaxes my body. Coffee relaxes me.
okay, so you know how they say that to do a nappuccino, like only nap for like 30 minutes, because then
Dude,
the caffeine will kick in.
what does that mean?
A frappuccino with a nap?
Oh, I thought they were saying nah cochino.
Nah. So I read this thing that's like,
Oh my goodness.
the reason you want to stay asleep when you nap for too long is you got to sleep less than 30 minutes or more than 90 because that's your sleep cycle. So I have tried it out. And when you sleep an hour and a half, 3 hours, 4.5 hours, 6 hours, 7.5 hours, it's better sleep. Like if you sleep 4.5 hours, it's better than getting 5 hours of sleep. You wake up.
You know what I do
easier, you
every
feel
time
more
I wake up?
rested. It's weird.
I wake up an hour early, then I set my timer for 5 minutes, and every 5 minutes I click that button.
I do
pass out
that for
instantly.
10. Yeah.
Every
The
time I
snooze?
wake up.
Yeah, you know it.
There's times where I snooze up to an hour.
I snooze to an hour.
I
every
used to
day.
do that, but it's 100 degrees outside. 115.
Man,
It's
set your-
fresh.
set your
Nah,
first
it's
alarm.
fresh
No,
now.
it
Now
is.
it's fresh.
No, but I mean, when I used to do
Hey.
that, it'd get late.
I'm over here. Yeah, it's fresh. It's only 100 degrees. That's nothing. It's fresh. But hey, when
Nah,
you go,
It hit 100 today, and
110,
it felt so hot because we'd been in the 90s.
I didn't feel it was hot, but
I did at the game.
the game, because there were so many people. There was a lot of people.
That doesn't make it hotter,
It does.
Yeah, it does.
All the body heat?
but they're spread out.
Not enough.
No, we were pretty close, dude. We didn't have anybody like next to us right there where we were sitting, but behind us, in front of us, there was like it was sellout. I don't think all the people were there that bought tickets, but
What?
yeah, it was a sellout.
Not that game.
What are you talking
Game
about?
today.
Oh, you're talking about
That game wasn't that hot.
dude is talking about the soccer game today. I'm talking about the football game on
We
Saturday.
went to watch USC play ASU, man. It was epic.
And you
It
got
was
all this
super
cement.
fun.
It's all hot.
No, that
And the
wasn't-
benches.
The game wasn't that hot.
Well, no, because it
wasn't hot
was
at
at
all.
night. It was nice.
Yeah.
And there was a little breeze.
All right, guys. USC beat ASU 42-28. Now, here's the problem. Our defense sucks. ASU's quarterback sucks. and these refs are like soccer refs. They're horrible.
Guess who beat the Cowboys though?
Horrible. Yeah.
The
Josh,
Cardinals.
hey, hold on.
That's better
Hold
than the
on.
Super Bowl.
As a
Okay, hold
Cardinals
on.
fan, explain the feeling of winning a game at home.
I cried almost.
Okay, but I mean, okay. So let's take back because I mean, Josh just says the darnest things, and this is one of them.
What?
The Cardinals beating the Cowboys,
It's like
Yeah.
the Super
who aren't really all that good. Haven't been to the playoffs like in 15 years.
They were 2-0.
They've been
They were
there.
there last year.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, last year or 2 years ago, they were in the playoffs. They
They've
just got
been-
knocked out first
Okay,
round.
so one time in 15 years,
Nah,
and
they're
it's better than the Super Bowl to beat the
that's better than the
Cowboys.
Super
Tony
Bowl.
Romo would make the
Hey,
playoffs.
but that tells you
That's
how.
within 15 years.
No, looking at this.
That's a long time. But that tells you how lowly the expectations are for the Arizona Cardinal fans. That's sad.
No, the fact that we had
We
four.
beat the Cowboys. It's better than the Super Bowl. I'm gonna cry.
Our offense.
But look,
No.
they
you guys are
won one
looking
game
it.
at home last year.
Four-
As far as we know, we're on track to repeat this again. That could have been the only time they win at home the whole year. The Chiefs won more games at State Farm Stadium than the Cardinals did. They won against the
sad.
Cardinals. They went to the Cardinals' house and clocked them. And then they went and played the Super Bowl there and won.
Hey, I'm a Cardinal fan
is
too.
sad.
You know, I like them. That's my second team. But
Nah. I
I'm
respect
not like-
them. I cheer for them when they're on the TV, but like.
But see, remember I was telling you about, hey, sometimes a team just has another team's number.
What
The
do you mean
Cardinals
by
always
that?
beat the Cowboys, so I don't know. That's why I don't understand Josh's comment.
What do
The Cardinals have beat the Cowboys like 7 out of the last 8 times they've
Look,
played.
2022, 2021, 2018. Those were the last times they were in the playoffs.
Yeah, see, they've been in playoffs a lot, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
That they don't
common
make it anywhere is
practice.
a different story.
No,
No, but it
No.
doesn't matter. It's like they suck.
No, but we had four.
This
of our
is coming from the
starting 11
Chargers fan who's made the playoffs twice in the last 10 years.
4 of our starting 11 were all rookies this season draft, or like Josh.
Weren't you
not
claiming the
this
other
season
day that
draft.
like 50 of the 53 were rookies?
That's what I said. Yes,
They basically are.
They've
Look,
never played
go-
a down of
go
football.
look.
they've never played.
Go look at our O line. See how long they.
Josh, we pull this up.
And then.
Hey, wait a
we
minute.
win. We
You're
beat
working.
Dallas.
You're
I like
working.
this.
You're
We're
working this
attacking
week.
Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're working this week.
Yeah,
You're gonna have a whole paycheck.
Yeah, Josh.
I am.
You're
Let's
wrong.
Let's bet that paycheck that you're wrong and I'm right.
No, he's
betting
got to
that
buy a
paycheck.
thing.
Why not?
I
You're over
have
here talking
gas.
all this smack.
Yes, money to spend.
He's over here all this smack.
All right.
I'm not betting.
But
this.
then he can't back it up. Come on.
Can I call attention to? I decided to have a YouTube video today, and I'm sitting with my arms straight in front of me.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
It's weird, man. You imagine what this looks like over there? That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, the USC game. Dude, the defense don't know how to tackle. They run and try to tackle standing straight up. All the running back has to do is lean forward a little bit, and he knocks the defender off balance. Oh, it was really funny when the center, like, it was a shotgun play, and he just launched the ball into Caleb Williams, like, beneath the belt. It was funny. No, but the refs suck so bad, man. So both ways. This Sun Devils player gets tackled, right? He gets tackled. He's on the ground for 3 seconds, and this USC guy decides to launch the ball. And then the refs called it a fumble and a turnover, and USC got it. Now, they reviewed it, but how do you even call that? There's another play they called holding. The guy's hands are in the air literally before he even makes contact with the guy, and they
Okay.
called him for holding. Like, these guys,
Yeah.
what do you...
I mean, the guy's literally like, he sees the running back
Oh,
coming.
And then, last one, when the pass interference on the guy who got pass interference,
Oh,
like this guy's hanging off this USC player who's trying to catch the ball, and they call the USC player on pass interference. Like, well, what
Yeah.
is this? It makes no sense.
No, but on that running play, the one you're talking about, the holding call.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy sees the running back coming, and he just goes and stands next to the defender, lifts his hands up, like I thought, like the Holy Spirit was falling on him, and they call him for holding. I'm like, how in the world can you hold somebody when your hands are straight up in the air? I mean,
You
it's
see,
just
his abs were so big, he just flexed and like got the guy stuck.
I like the people with 10 packs.
Those are insane.
well. Anyways, Josh,
Well, hold
the
on,
Cardinals
hold
have
on.
beat the Cowboys 7 out of the last 8 games.
Did you look it up?
Yes, it's. But I already knew it.
Yeah.
So why are you excited
Hold
about
on,
beating
hold
them?
on.
You always
Let's
beat them.
finish USC.
Because that's the only team we can do that
That
to.
game, though. For ASU's home games, I mean, I guess other colleges probably have cool stuff like this too, but they had this really cool, like, intro video where, like, the Sun Devil falls to Earth like an asteroid. And it kind of reminds me of how the Bible says that Satan got launched to Earth. And then he starts marching through the valley, and he has, like, a dust storm behind him, which it's
the
totally
monsoon.
like an Arizona thing. And then he stomps on the USC bus. And then that's, like, the cue for everyone to run out. And then he, like, climbs inside the stadium on the video. Then he, like, launches his fork, and then a bunch of fireworks go off. It was pretty cool. Some people might think it's embarrassing to show him crushing the van as they're about to get their butts kicked, but I think it's cool.
No, actually,
I thought it
all
was
that
really
stuff was
cool.
really cool. Like
Yeah.
their pregame, their halftime
The
show.
halftime with the
It's pretty epic.
the drones. They had like over 600 drones, and they were making 3D shapes in the sky, like this helmet, and it started to turn. And they're all synchronized. It's crazy.
Yeah, it
dude.
was. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
very, very, very nice to watch.
Yep.
I was asleep,
Yeah.
I think. Monster Jams this weekend. I'm a 5-year-old at heart. I'm gonna go watch.
Nah,
Grave
Monster Jam.
Digger.
Monster Jam. I've never been, but I've heard that it's really.
You gotta
Really
jam with
cool.
those monsters.
I've been watching videos all week, getting ready. I can't wait to see what they do. They got the cool ones out. They got the Megalodon. They got Gravedigger. Disappointingly, we were too late, so we don't get to meet the drivers. They sold out of those
Oh, dang.
tickets.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to say about the Cardinals?
Nah, I
We're
mean,
winning the Super Bowl this year.
you just beat the
Okay.
Cowboys. That's better than winning the Super Bowl.
Weren't you just telling me today that you were hoping you
I'll
don't
take
win
another
another
one.
game on?
Okay,
Unless we win the Super Bowl.
check this out. This is just so you know how dumb the Chargers coach is and how all these losses are his fault.
All
So,
the
and
games are
we
within 4
talked
points.
we talked about this, yesterday, I think a little bit. Dude decides to go for it on 4th and 1 from his own 24.
As you should.
Exactly. I was waiting for that.
He didn't even hit the 25. That's great.
Okay. So if you don't get this, the other team gets the ball 24 yards away from your end zone.
And do you realize it's like 72 feet? That's not even 100 feet away.
And they didn't get it.
I mean, that's good.
I mean, you got a quarterback who's 40 of 47, over 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks, and you go ahead and hand it off to your backup running back.
It's surprise him.
Okay?
You mean that doesn't make sense to you? That makes
Absolutely not.
Perfect sense.
I mean, and look, Vikings start to drive, get the ball, they start to drive. They're about to score. Luckily, their quarterback is horrible and throws a pass behind the receiver, and the Chargers intercepted in the end zone.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
he threw it into the end zone.
huh?
But he got it, like he threw it in the end zone.
Yeah, but behind his receiver.
No, I know, but like what you're saying, he should have been close enough to just throw it into the end zone.
No, right. I mean, you punt that ball away, they never get that close.
Yeah.
But anyways, and the
At
reason,
least the Chargers have a good team on both sides of the ball, unlike the Trojans.
no, but they have amazing talent on defense, and this guy is a defensive guru.
Who, the coach?
Yeah,
Sounds like my.
they got one of the worst defenses in the NFL. You go look at the stats.
Yeah.
They're like 28 or 29. They've had 1 turnover in 3 games and scored over 28 points in every single game, and they've only won 1. Those are gaudy numbers on offense, dude.
Yeah. I mean, that's true.
Averaging 28 points on offense, and you can't win the game. And you're not even turning the ball over. You can't say, oh, they're throwing a bunch of interceptions or fumbling the
Maybe
ball.
It's a
They're not.
Southern California thing.
We average a Josh.
Good
Oh,
offense,
it's
bad defense.
it's Spanos always going for the cheap young coach instead of the experienced coach,
No, I'm saying the
So the Cardinals didn't.
and then hanging on to the
Trojans
coach
and the
an extra
Chargers.
year.
They're both Southern California. They both got good defense, bad defense.
No,
Good offense, bad defense. Yeah. I don't know.
that's
But-
a little different.
Yeah. I was gonna say one more thing, but I forgot. So, yeah.
Dude, I had a crazy dream last night, but I don't have time to say it. We'll save it for the next
Say in
podcast.
the next one, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause it's a long dream, dude. It'll take about 2 minutes.
It's very long.
That's a long dream. I had a dream that a singular board in my school with writing on it kept getting changed. My cross-country schedule. That was my most recent dream. So exciting.
Oh no, I had a
Juan,
crazy dream.
capítulo 4. What'd I say, Josh?
John, I don't know, some numbers.
Chapter 4.
Dude, he's a Johnny 4.
I'm not say Juan. That would be Juanito.
Johnny.
No, I said Juan.
Hey, when you say Juan, automatically Johnny.
1.
Yeah, automatic.
When you cross the border?
I've never made a Juan that somebody doesn't call him Johnny. It's automatic.
What about soccer player Juan?
I guess. No one called him Johnny. John chapter
He was actually
4,
Juanito.
guys.
He was just
But
Johnito.
He was a Johnny.
Johnito.
Yeah, that's what
But
that's
no
what
one
I
called
call
him
him. I just call him Johnito.
Alright, guys. Woman at the well today. Sir, I don't know why. I feel like you would have good insight on
I
this
thought you were
story.
reading the Bible.
No. I feel like you'll have good insight on this story.
I don't know, man.
Because
That's
it
it.
has to do with, like, repenting and stuff. But anyway.
Yep, your dad's a big sinner.
I
It's
really
not what I
am.
meant, but
Josh, we're all big sinners,
Yeah.
man.
Taylor's just
We all
calling you out.
in different ways, but
how
we're all.
am I calling him out?
Yep, I see. Just go ahead
Verse
and
1. Therefore, when the Lord knew that the Pharisees heard that Jesus made and baptized more disciples than John, though Jesus himself did not baptize, but his disciples, he left Judea and departed again to Galilee. But he needed to go through Samaria.
Well, let's talk about why Jesus didn't baptize. Did we talk about that last time?
Let's not get into too much detail, because we did talk about that last time.
It's
but-
really simple.
Did you
Yeah.
talk about that last time?
Yeah.
I know it came up before.
No,
He
that
didn't
was
wanna-
the whole last section.
Yeah, he just didn't want to point himself and be like, he didn't want other people pointing to themselves like, I got baptized by God, loser. Get on
God
my
himself
level.
baptized me.
No, but you know what? He wasn't the only one that didn't baptize.
Paul didn't.
Paul
either.
didn't baptize.
Yeah. Oh yeah, maybe that's where I heard it.
Okay, now on God, with Jesus, like, not, I'm not saying this about him, but about Paul, how do you acknowledge that you're like a living, breathing apostle and that people would like to worship you if they could, and also have like this contingency to be like, I'm not gonna give them a way to take pride in knowing me or whatever, without him being prideful in himself, of being like, well, yeah, I'm just so good, like,
Yeah.
I can't baptize you. You're gonna get a
Well-
big head because I'm just great.
Right.
How-
Well,
how
what
How does you?
what
do that?
was he?
An apostle?
A God.
I know, I understand,
bigger.
but before that,
Bondservant? A
Oh.
Pharisee.
a Pharisee,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So those Pharisees knew the Bible, like word perfect. Am I right?
Yeah.
So they knew it. So he knew about the Bible. He was jealous for God. He loved God. He persecuted the church because of his love for God. He didn't know Jesus yet. So I believe that, you come, when you're so zealous for God, that you're going after, even killing people, throwing them in jail because they're preaching something that you believe goes against God, that's a lot of love, a lot of commitment. And when Jesus meets him, knocks him off the horse and blinds him and tells him, hey, dude, why are you following my people? Why are you doing this? He realizes, man, I was wrong and all these people were right. And I believe that him having gone through that process of being blind and then being healed, that helped him to stay humble. Not only that, but you remember that there was something that hindered him. He had a burden. So I don't know if maybe he never completely got his sight back or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's
Because we know
different.
at the end of
Lots
his
people
life,
think that 'cause
he was
wrote
blind.
So big.
Right.
Yeah.
So that right there, maybe that's why God never healed him completely, to keep him humble. Because what does he say? What's that verse that he says? My grace is sufficient. When Paul is asking, Lord, heal me, heal me. What did he say? 3 times?
Yeah.
And get this though, Paul or Jesus through Paul healed other people.
Yeah.
Yet he didn't heal Paul.
Yeah.
And I believe it's for that reason, to keep him humble. Because for me, I always say, I actually need the trials. I need to be going through situations because that keeps me focused. Because when everything is going good, it's really easy to lose focus. It's really easy to not pray, to not read your Bible, just, live life, whatever. But when you've got them trials, man, that keeps you on your knees. It keeps you praying. It keeps you reading your Bible. It keeps you dependent on God.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And so Paul's gone through this situation. He's got his illness. It keeps him dependent on God. Mm-hmm. Lord, help me. Lord, what's going on? Let's go. Guide me. Everything. And when you're dependent on God, how can you get that big head?
Yeah,
You know?
that's true. But anyways, moving on. Jesus says he needed to go through Samaria, and he's actually going from Judea to Galilee, which, if I'm not mistaken, he could have gone around Samaria, which is what most of the Jews did, even though going through Samaria was faster. So, yeah, that's what he does. He decides to go through Samaria because he's God. He's not a racist. And so he's not going to look down on these Samaritans who are half Jews and half Gentiles. Color doesn't matter, man. This woman at the well is about to believe that Jesus is the Messiah. She doesn't go be like, well, you Jews have been mean to us for so long, so you can't be the Messiah. I'm just not going to accept you because you're a Jew. That's racist. All this anti-racism you hear about nowadays, it's racist. Anti-white racism. It's not racism is just against black people or Hispanics. Nah. Racism when you judge someone by the color of their skin. And if you want to ask someone that, Martin Luther King Jr. himself said that he had a dream that he wished his kids would live in a country where they weren't judged by the color of skin. They shouldn't be. And so you're going to even see here, like, the disciples will be like, why are you talking with her? Like, she's Samaritan. And then Jesus like, I got my work to do, But anyways, yeah?
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, because it really bothers me. Like, I'm Hispanic. I'm Latino. And this new thing.
You're Latinx.
Right, that's where I was going. That
you can't even pronounce
makes
that,
me so mad.
Hey,
like,
it's inclusive.
What in the world is an X?
I don't know.
And who came up with this
not
gibberish?
Even a word. How do you even say it?
Like, they kept saying it over and over at the stadium. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah.
Because Latin X Heritage Month. I'm like, dude, you guys are so dumb. A bunch of white people trying to tell me I'm a Latin X. Nah, I'm a Latino, man.
Okay, first, a lot of these Latinos are Catholic, and they can't say that word. They can't even say it. I don't even think we really use X in Spanish.
So X? Nah, not much.
Like how do you even say it?
I think just on the beer, dude. Dos Equis.
Dos Equis, yeah.
That's it. I don't know any other.
I don't even know any other word with the X except like the Aztec words. Like
yeah, so to me, it like bothers me just the same way like white people, because it is the problem. A lot of times is young white people like going to like black people and saying, oh, they're being racist against you. And the black person's like, what are you talking about? No, they're not.
Why should we like be praised for the? That's what it is, like praised for the color of our skin. Like, oh, you're so oppressed, or like, I didn't ask you to help me or notice.
Right.
Like, I'm the same as you, and you're the same as me.
This is how we know I'm not white. Because I don't do these things.
On the inside, Josh. On the inside.
On the inside, I'm everything but white.
Well, you're just like Canelo, dude.
Yeah.
Canelo. That's
it. So, we can only get into the intro for right now, but let's just set the backdrop for the next episode. So he came to a city in Samaria, which is called Sychar, near a plot of ground that Jacob gave to his son Joseph. Now Jacob's well was there. Jesus, therefore, being wearied from his journey, sat thus by the well. It was about the 6th hour, or high noon. And a woman of Samaria came to draw water from the well. And Jesus said to her, "Give me a drink," for his disciples had gone away into the city to buy food. And we'll see what he says next.
See that? He only did it when
episode.
the racists were gone.
Hey, good
That's
point.
That's not
Josh.
a bad point. Like, sometimes it's not about what other people think, but you got to know where you're at, even when you're witnessing. Like, you're at a grocery store and you got a parent with their kids running around. Like, it's not the time.
It's not the ideal time.
Is,
right?
you know, like,
Okay,
hey, you
if
know
you're-
about
Drop
God?
drop a hint.
If you're hanging out with a
That's it.
skinhead, you don't go and witness to a black person with them.
What is that?
A white supremacist.
I feel like that was a racial slur.
No, that's their name.
Both ways. Both ways.
Yeah.
All right, John.
Nah, but yeah. So, for real, when it comes to witnessing or anything, it is part of wisdom, like Ecclesiastes 3, there's a time for this and a time for that. You got to know where you're at when you're doing things, when you're joking, when you're not. Like me, I like to, it's not racist jokes, it's jokes about racism with my friends. And there's this new girl coming out to Bible study where I teach, and then I was saying it, and then it just hit me. I'm like, well, this girl has no idea who I am. She probably thinks I'm like this isn't being a good light. Like,
Yeah.
I need to not do that.
Like, this dude leads this
Yeah,
Bible study and he's
like, all over
racist.
here, like, yeah, it's like, yeah, I shouldn't be doing that. So it's, no one's perfect. We're all building, but you do need to know the time and the place, and I need to cut back on that in general.
We do
To
think
be
one of our
honest.
friends are racist.
But it's like no matter what you're saying, like when you're talking about, hey, maybe we need to address this with so and so, you shouldn't be talking with so and so there, not behind their back, but like if you're doing Matthew 18 or something and trying to like be like, hey, or maybe you need advice on a situation, and you got to know who you can ask. And this is why it's good to have a mentor or an accountability partner, just in general in life. Have a good trusted friend, because it's just the
So you're
right
saying
place
we're
for
supposed to
things
hold
and-
each other
no.
accountable for sin?
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Dude.
It's almost
Mind
like it's
blown.
almost like we read James.
Hey, no, but we are. Iron sharpens iron. That's what it's all
Yeah.
about.
Well, anyways, we got a closing sound from me coming at you from Joshy Boy.